right, hope you're having a great day. So yeah, you know, the last time the Roddy here, ash flash had no problems. It lit right up. It's all good to go. There it is. Just needs the tank repainted. It lit up, no worries. So the Roddy is literally identical to it. However, this is the original brass unit that went with it. I'll try to shrink it down here a little bit. So this is just a representative piece. This is not the actual piece. This is to a Coleman unit, but this kind of like, I don't even want to call it, dimpled area or whatever you want to call it, that would go inside like this, like that would go in like this. This won't fit. It's not the right one, but it would go in like this, and then this piece would go like here. And so when you close this, this pushes this down and closes the bottom of the needle like that. So the one that goes to this, which is actually in here, I kind of cleaned it up and fixed it the best I could. Somehow it had gotten smashed and bent. Something got cockeyed in there. I don't know how. And so you couldn't fully close the valve, and this thing was all garbed up. It wouldn't do anything. It was just screwed up. And so I originally went and I had fixed this piece, which is now installed in this here unit, which I'll talk about in a minute. And this right here, I put in a little bit of packing material because it was leaking really bad. And this was kind of gnarled up. I kind of buffed it out the best I could a little bit. But when you opened it, initially when I did it, you opened it or fully closed it, the needle went all the way and sealed. And then when you opened it up, you could see it. You could see it go and open up. So let's just see if I can do this here. I don't know if I can do it. All right, you see how it looks like right now, right? See if I can just, I don't know if it'll let me do it here. Let's see if I can. All right. Not very good lighting in here right now. Sorry about that. Yeah. I can't do it. It's just too hard I got one hand. Let's see, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'll bring you back in a second. All right, so now you can see that I opened it up and that hole is exposed and open, letting fuel go in all the way. So let's just see if I can, by some miracle, I can. Okay, now I can do it there. It's just, now I'm closing it. Now you see it's fully closed. And if I do it again, opening it up, now you can see it's open. So this part is working good. So this right here is actually one of my spare pieces out of my pile of parts. And this is probably from a thermos, something like that, AGM product. I had gotten 2 of these off Old Coleman. I used these parts to help fix the camp light. So I had a lot of these things. And then the knob is actually one that I got in another parts lot. So I actually, I took the piece from the eccentric block off the original Roddy unit, and took the screw off the original Roddy unit. But I used the assembly off of this, whatever you want to call it, AGM thermos unit that I got from Old Coleman, with the knob, like I say, I got, and the screw, and this piece, which looks literally what the Roddy had. But I used the fuel tube from the Roddy. And so now we have a good working part on there. And like I say, this one here, this piece kind of got damaged a little bit. It seems like this thing might be a little bit bent, possibly. But what was happening is is that when you opened it, and then this thing kind of popped back, and somehow, and then you try to close it, it wouldn't reclose. It was just got jammed up again. So there's something funky going on there. So we were able to use like these parts and make a nice assembly that works good. So now we can reassemble everything. So I'm gonna put everything back together. Generator works good and all that, and then we're gonna fire it up. And then these parts here we'll just put in the parts pile for a later date. Yep, that's where we're at. So I'll bring you back when I get this thing put together. All right, put this thing together. I don't have any mantles on it. Oh, there's an old mantle. A little piece of mantle on there. All right. All right, let's just see what the hell happens here. Let's see what happens here. Not a very good. Yeah, this is my chromie torch. I gotta return that one. Yeah, okay, seems like it's okay. I cranked the thing down because it was leaking some fuel. Maybe I did too much. Oop, that doesn't seem like it's working. All right. Well, I gotta check that pricker. I'll bring you back. All right, got some mantles on here. Let's see what happens here. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. You know, it's really important the generator get hot, because that's how it makes gas. Let me get the globe. I'll be right back. All right, well, we got her lit. I don't say it's a spectacular flame, but at least we got her functional. At least she's working. You don't have any leaks here. The pump's working. This is not quite working. I gotta figure this out. It seems like maybe the needle, the pricker part is, it's still got its little fine needle at the tip. It's not a really long one, but I don't know. You're in the eccentric block. It seems like it's not quite lifting it quite high enough. I think I can make a little adjustment there on that thing a bit. So yeah, we'll do that, because we're gonna tear it apart and clean it, but at least we got it running. It's working. So this thing right here, if we were to close it, I can loosen that a little bit so it's not so tight. See, it's going to shut down. Hope it shuts down. Those generators have a lot of room for gas, so I think these take a little longer to shut down. It's starting to shut down. Let's try to open it now. Okay. I can loosen that. Let me bring it back in a second here. All right. Yeah, so we got the, I just loosened it just gently enough. It's not leaking. Now, is it a very bright? It's not that bright. I think we can definitely get some better performance out of it. We'll clean the generator, try to figure out the pricker a little bit, see if there's something that's not quite doing as good. We have a little bit of little ghost flame right there. To be honest with you, last week I'm not sure. This is a solid. It's a solid unit, which means for the air chamber, the air mixing chamber, and I'm not actually, I can't recall now if I checked it to see if there's any cobwebs or anything. So there could be something in there. So we're going to tear this thing apart tomorrow, and we're going to try to sort these things out here and get it cleaned up. So yeah, there it is, a Roddy. But it is lit. I just wish the pricker was working properly right now. I know I can fix that, because I can make that, the eccentric block will raise it up a little bit higher. It's just not quite reaching it for some reason. So we'll figure that out. We're not sure why it's doing that, but we'll get it straightened out. Anyway, there it is. Roddy. I think these were made in like Hong Kong. I don't have a lot of gas in here either. That might make a difference. There's not a lot in there. A little bit. Not a whole lot. But let's see. It does get some light. I think we get her better than this. We could definitely improve on her. All right. But at least she's running. The valve is working. So the main thing is that the whole valve assembly is working properly. That was before. It's like it was just non-usable. Now let's shut her down. All right, we're gonna let her shut down by herself. And God bless you all. All right, take care. All right, we're almost shut down there. There it is. So the valve's working properly. It's just about there. I'll leave it out here to cool down. And if I have an opportunity for go to bed, maybe we'll get some of these parts into some citric acid for the night. At least that cage, so we can get it kind of cleaned up for tomorrow. And then, like I say, I think that label, I'm going to try to just hit that gently with a heat gun, gently, and be able to peel that one off and see if we can just save that label. Or tape around it, and then we're going to spray it. I've got to paint, we're just going to paint it with the best we can. I've got one that's that little bit lighter color. I'm not really thinking about, let's see how it looks. I just don't like that part's all messed up. It's kind of a weird looking color there. I don't know. I'd rather respray that thing. We'll see. It's kind of like almost like an avocado to a degree, a little color there. I'll have to see. But we'll figure something out. Yeah, we're shut down. I'm going to park this thing over here. And we're going to get, like I say, hopefully take it apart and get that cage cleaned up. All right, God bless. All right, well, I sprayed this with that high temperature 1200 degree Fahrenheit barbecue paint. I ain't gonna lie to you, I sprayed it outside. I was kind of in a rush and it was getting dark. I can't really see. Got a little drip on, a few drips, but we're gonna let that dry overnight. And then we're going to fire it up in the morning and let it run for a while and see how it did. So, and then like I say, I can always give it a little quick sand and respray it again. I just, it's not optimum conditions. It really is not. Here, hold on a second. Find a place to hang this thing up. See here. Oh boy. Having a hard time. All right. Well, let's see if I can get that there. So I sprayed this thing with the barbecue paint. There it is. So we're gonna let that dry, and tomorrow we'll light this up. We'll burn this for a couple hours, well, the best we can do, and see how it does. But this one was in pretty bad shape. So yep. So tomorrow we'll let it dry and we'll see what happens. We'll burn it and see if the paint holds up. All right, God bless you all.